Okay, I'll start with Chandler. And can you just answer this question? What are the best lessons that clients have taught you about them and what they need?
Yeah, I think it's a balance. When I think about this, I definitely think it's a balance of truth and love. I think you have to really go at it from a compassionate viewpoint, but you also need to be very truthful. Some clients, it'll get to the point where honestly they just really need a reality check. Like, this is the situation that you're in. How can we get into a better place? A lot of times they don't want to hear those things, but it kind of has to be that way. But if you express it in a loving manner, then they really receive it well, and they're able to move forward and take those next steps.
One thing that I have learned from clients here is boundaries. Because I am that loving and that giving and that compassionate person that before I didn't know how to draw that line. But now I know that in order for me to have boundaries, that's the first step to set them up for success, because once they leave here, they can't rely on me anymore. So I have really learned to draw my line of boundaries with the clients here.
Such an important thing to learn. I have to do that in my teaching too. My heart goes out so often to students, and then I have to remember that I can't be a rescuer, or I'm not doing them any favors if I fix things, or and
that's what we want to do, because that's why we're in this field. We want to fix it and we want to make it better for them. We do not want to see them, in another relationship leading them back here. We do want to see them to become successful when we leave here. We was just speaking about outreach, and I think that's the best thing that we can do after a client leaves, is to outreach to them to see where they are in that point in life, what they're doing, how's it going. So that has really been a big lesson to me, boundaries. It really has.
It's such a good thing to learn. How about this last question? It does go along with what I wanted us to end with. What would you tell about domestic violence clients to students who are learning crisis intervention? Kind of an awkward sentence, but you know what I mean?
I would tell them to always be compassionate and have empathy for others, because we only know what they tell us. And if you just have that listening ear to listen to what they're saying, how they're feeling, what they need, I think we can't go wrong there. To be compassionate for another person, I feel like is the only way that you can successfully help somebody. You have to know what's going on with them, and then you have to know how you can help them without them thinking that it's not right, or you not thinking that, oh, she's just telling you just anything. You have to have that heart on your sleeve. Like, I wear my heart on my sleeve every day I go to work, but I know my boundaries. But you just have to have that, and I think most of our clients that come through here, they pretty much understand that, but they just are in that crisis and just have been through so much trauma that that's not what is in the forefront at the moment with them.
So being really just listening so carefully to catch the real story.
Yes.
So they know they've been heard.
Right. And the listening and catching of the real story is the only way that we can successfully set them up for success. Like Chandler said, love and truth, they have to be truthful with us also, because we want them to be successful. We want them to be able to go out and get, the highest ranking job, the best lover that they have, for their family to be the best family ever. So yeah, we definitely do.
Yeah, I think she had the nail on the head. I think learning when to just be quiet and listen is so important. A lot of times they just need someone to hear them out. And they've been controlled a lot of their life. So I think as many times in which we can offer them opportunities to make choices for themselves is a huge deal. If, for example, if we're doing their suggested schedule and they say, okay, what time do you want to wake up? What program do you want to participate in today? Just giving them their own options and choices.
And decisions. Just to let them know that they can stand up for themselves. That, you know, I can do this on my own. I can go here and I can do this. Just for them to know that, you know, you can do whatever it is that you want to do. Like, nobody is in control of you now but yourself. So that's very important.
I would think that would be a big transition because the loss of freedom happens kind of insidiously, but then is so deep that the person just becomes fearful of making any movement on their own. And yeah, big lesson for them to relearn, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like rehab.
It's like rewiring
Yes.
your brain. And we'll even have clients, they'll come in here and they'll be like, okay, what do I do now? And we're like, you decide. I mean, we really have to set them up in that way. I think another thing too is having a toolbox of de-escalation tactics.
Yes.
That's a big thing.
That's
So,
a real, yes.
especially in communal living with women who are in crisis. So you really need to have some
What's one of your favorites to calm the situation?
Yeah, it's breathing.
Mhm.
Breathing and talking low and slow, but the breathing thing.
Even with me, breathe in the cold, breathe in the cold. That's our favorite.
I love the breathing.
It's one of my favorites too. It really
Breathe.
takes you into your body and a little bit
Yeah.
out of the craziness of the moment.
There's another one too where you sit up in your chair, you tell the client who's having a moment to sit up in her chair, and then you have her put her hands on her knees, and then you just have her tap.
Tap our hands.
Just taps
On her
back and
knees.
forth like this on her knees. And that actually will slow the mind.
Oh, I've never
That's a
seen that
coping
one before.
mechanism
That's a
for
good one.
anxiety.
I just let them rant. I just let them
That's a
rant.
good one too.
You let it,
Just let it go.
all that big energy come out.
Just let it go. I tell them when they come in and I'm doing their intake, I let them know, you know, I am the shelter manager, so there are important things that me and Chandler may be in here doing. So if the door is closed, don't hesitate. Knock on the door. Come on in. And I always let them know that my couch is always available. If you just want to come in, and was very important to me when I worked 311. I had a lot of ladies that just want to come in and just lay on my couch and talk. And I would just sit and I would just listen. And you can see a completely different person when they walk out of here, just by getting all of that off their chest that they had at the moment. So I just let them talk. Talking is very important.
It is a big way of just calming ourselves, isn't it?
It is.
Well, it's clear that you guys love what you do, ladies love what you do, and you've developed quite a set of skills to help these women.
Thank you, Sam.
Thank you so much for giving us our time.
Of course.
Definitely. Thank you.
Anytime.
Thank you.